Hi everyone, this is Love Crafty Girl. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another 5 days in my junk journal for the month of December. I am excited to do the next 5 days. I already have my Christmas cards that I'm going to be using, as well as the vintage cards that I have that I've been using as well. So I'm going to be using both cards from this point on because I accidentally bought more cards than I should have. And I don't want to just put them away. I figured might as well just go ahead and use it. So my goal is to use almost everything that I have for my junk journal. That way I don't have that much leftovers. All right, so continue watching to see what I come up with for the next 5 days. All right, so let's go over the 5 days I put together for this journal. Okay, so for day 16, I think we're in 16 going to 20. So for 16, this is super cute. I love this. Now, as if you know, haven't seen my other videos, I did tell you guys I bought a bunch of Christmas cards. I thought I needed 16 cards. For some reason, I don't know why the 16 was in my head, but I actually just needed like 10, and I ended up buying 20 cards. So now I have to use all my cards. So my goal right now is to use every single Christmas card that I bought. I might have to overlap on a page or two. I don't know. I have to figure out when I get towards the end. But every single card that we use, I don't want to save any, because next year if I do this again for December, which I don't know because everything changes, they're going to have cue cards again, and I'm not going to be able to use the old cards. So that's my goal, is to use everything I have, especially the stuff that I saved from last year, which we're going to talk about right now. So for day 16, let's start off with the vintage card. This is super cute. I love the fact that Santa Claus is giving kids some toys, no candies. Actually, in all my vintage cards that I went through, there's no image of Santa Claus giving out candies. It's really focused more on the toys. So because I wanted something to do with gingerbread, I decided to go ahead and put a candy cane as a background and use my last 2 gingerbread stickers. These are from Hobby Lobby. They did not have them this year because I did go to Hobby Lobby, and I do have new stickers that I am going to be using soon, and I probably will have leftovers for next year. But I did wanted to use these last 2. I did use I think I may have come up with a pack of 4, so 2 of them were used in my last year's journal, and I had 2 left, and I wanted to use it this year. So I will be adding a link to the journal from last year somewhere around the video, so when you see it, go ahead and click on that if you want to see how I did last year's journal. All right, and then as for washi tape, I didn't realize I had this washi tape. I thought it was super cute. It has gingerbread guys on it, and I figured I might as well just go ahead and use that for both pages. Now for this side of the page, now my whole thing about my journal is I want it to be Santa Claus themed, but this card doesn't have anything to do with Santa Claus, just because I felt like it was a good little connection with this card, because I see the 2 little kids here. These little kids are singing. I thought, you know what, this card actually goes well with this other vintage card. So I decided to move this card up a little to an area where it fit, and so I'm using this one. My whole goal again is Santa Claus. So I have a lot of cards that do have Santa, and I do have cards that do not have Santa. So you'll be seeing all the cards that I bought. But I thought this was super cute. And then for the inside, I didn't decorate inside just yet. The reason for that, because I think I need to cover all of this first, and I don't have this color paper to be able to do it. So I'm kind of debating whether I should just do white paper and make it cutesy, or I don't know. This is why I left it the way it is, because I don't know how I want to do this. I might end up doing something before I journal, and maybe before I show you like the ending of all the pages I've done, and by then I'll probably have something put together here. But for right now, I'm gonna leave it alone and figure something out. All right, let's go to the next day. Day 17. Okay, so this one's super cute. I love this vintage card. I thought he was amazing. Love the background, so I figured this dark blue would be great with this nice paper and this washi tape. And then for this one has the same look because they're outside. So I figured I should stick with like a dark blue, but I ended up using different washi tape that had like dark blue in it. And then for the top, I did cover the word, said grandson on it, so I decided to go ahead and cover that now. As for the front part here, I don't know if I'm going to keep that part or cover it up, but I probably will do that later on. And for the inside, I put these two stickers. Again, I will see whether or not I need to add more room, because I do have now 2 cards to journal, and I can journal through here and in here. So whenever I journal, first of all, I'll always journal here first with the dates on there, and then I'll continue journaling through here. And then if I need to cover this for more room, I will do that. So that is day 17. For day 18, oh, super cute. Okay. So I wanted, since the vintage card, the Santa Claus is outside giving, again, toys to kids in the snow, I figured this cute card of Santa in the snow skiing is perfect. So I went with this. I thought that was super cute. Now, as for the background, sometimes you're going to see me add some stickers around the vintage card, but on these, I sometimes feel like I think just by itself with the background and the washi tape is enough. And then for this side, I went with these holly paper. Now, this paper is from last year. I did have a lot of strips of paper left over, so I figured I might as well just use it and make use of it. But what I did notice is that they're just too short. Like, it won't cover the entire area on the side. Since this card is a money card, it's different shape. It's a lot longer and the width is a lot shorter. So like you just see a lot of difference between one card over another. Like a regular card, if you notice my other regular cards, it goes all the way out here. So all I use is washi tape. But in this case, there's a lot more gap on the side. Paper like that's perfect, and luckily I have a lot of strips from last year that I saved, so those are coming in real handy right now. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing that around the card, and then I'll use washi tape that kind of has the same similar colors to the paper to put around it, and it looks perfect. I love the way this one came out. All right, next day. This one's super cute. Okay, this one I love. So I love this vintage card. I thought he was super nice. I love the way, like, the background, he's on the sled, he's holding the reins to a deer. There's a deer right here. Well, you see his bottom. And so I saw this card that I had in my pile, and I was like, this is really cute. I mean, there's no Santa Claus involved, but because of the same, I feel like it's kind of similar in some way. So I figured I'm going to use this card. This is gorgeous. Now, as for the writing, I am going to cover this with beige paper. I just have to look for it. I don't have any with me right now. Everything that I have is all has designs on them, but I know I have beige paper somewhere else in my room, so when I have a chance, I'll go get that and cut it out and stick it down here. And then for the inside, again, I'm going to do the same thing because I have not much room to journal. I only have this side right here, and of course the vintage card, but I think I'm gonna have to cover this up. And then I did use one cute sticker from TEMU that I have in my stash. I love how this came out. And then as for washi tape, I used the trees on this one because of the trees here. And since I had a tree background for paper, I went with just Santa Claus and like a little village kind of thing going on here. Now this paper is vellum. That's why you see the lines in the background. I don't want to cover it with white. I just felt like it was just perfect the way it is. And this one, I actually had one of each vellum paper, and I have 3 left, and they're from last year, so I'll be using all of them this year. So look out for that. You'll see them in my other next videos or so. And for the last one, for day 20, I went with this cute vintage. This is Santa Claus talking to a little kid telling her, probably telling him what she wants for Christmas. So I went with this. I also went with like a nice cute paper that has Santa Claus carrying some kind of bag of toys, and then vintage. Well, it's not vintage. Well, I call it vintage washi because it's old. But this cute washi that has Santa Claus and Gingerbread Man and him carrying his bag of gifts. And then for here, I decided to go with this card where he's checking his list, making sure everything is ready for him to deliver his gifts. Here's another strip of paper I talked about earlier. This is the leftovers. Now this one was white enough to cover up as much of the white areas here, so I didn't need to do any washi tape on the sides, but I did put washi at the top and bottom of the page, which I think is super cute. And it has Santa Claus, also some animals by the trees. Super cute. I like the little images going on the washi tape. But this is what I did so far for day 16 to 20, and I'm excited on how it came out. Can't wait to do the next 5. Hope you guys enjoy this. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you soon with another 5 days in my junk journal for December. All right guys, until next time.